Joann Fabrics is going all in on Summerween. Meantime, Michaels develops a strategic partnership with an interesting movie. And Juki has released a new but very retro looking sewing machine. So we're going to be looking at all that and more tonight on Sewing Report Live. Plus, KDrama Corner is back. I've finally gotten back into the swing, and we're going to be getting into some K-dramas. So I hope everyone is gearing up for a fun show tonight. Welcome to Sewing Report Live. I'm your host, Jen, coming at you from my sewing studio in Florida. And before we get started, I know, yesterday I had a bit of a home emergency, so we were not able to do the show, but we are back and better than ever. I know the week before we had a bit of a holiday. So if you're new, you're welcome to participate in the live chat if you are a channel subscriber, or if you're watching on the replay. I do ask just a couple ground rules here. You need to be polite, respectful, no being a jerk, no links, no self-promotion, no spam, and no politics. Be cool, guys. Be cool. All right, we got a lot to get into because it's been a few weeks since we last were together. And I do want to give a quick shout out to tonight's live stream sponsor, of course. As always, it is the Sewing Report Etsy shop, where you can find fabric and sewing supplies. Lots of stuff in the shop. I am going to be listing some new items pretty soon. You can get 10% off of your entire order if you order $60 or more. You will also get free shipping. And free shipping applies to $35 or more orders. Lots of stuff. We got sew tights. We've got notions, pins, scissors. I also sell a few things I make myself. Got fabric bundles. And I do want to let you guys know I do have a special price. So I recently started stocking these really cool Sarah Hart's woven sewing labels. They're awesome, by the way. And I'm working on a video about how to use all of the labels, how to sew them in, give you some ideas. The Made in 2024 labels here, these are currently marked down. So I just marked them down. They're 25% off. So instead of $8 for a package, they are $6. So I know these are, obviously there's a limited amount of time you have to use these. So these are now 25% off. They're super cute. They are woven, so you don't have to worry about, screen printing getting all messed up or anything like that. But they're super cool. I've been using them. I like them quite a bit. And I do have other varieties as well. But these, because they are time sensitive, they are now 25% off. So pretty good deal. And again, $35 or more orders get free shipping. And if you order $60 or more, you will get 10% off of your entire order, plus you will get free shipping. So here are the Made in 2024 labels. Aren't these adorable? Here, I'll show you guys a close-up. Here, I'll take one out so you can see what they're like. All right, so these fold at the bottom. So they're folded in half. And you can sew these into binding. You can sew these into a seam. You can use these for clothing projects. They're super cute. Here we go. And they're kind of an off-white cream color as a base. And then they have gold woven thread. So super cool labels. I also have these fruit. These are super cute for fun, colorful projects. So I've got fruit labels. These are also woven. And then these are made for you. These labels say made for you, and these guys are a little bit different. So instead of folding in half, they're folded in at the side. So these would be great for, this would be great for any small project, quilts, clothing, just small. And with these labels, you just have to sew each side. So they're folded in at the side, but you can see what they look like on the back. These are so freaking cute. And they're available in the Sewing Report Etsy shop. So you can find all of these items at sewingreport.etsy.com. So again, sewingreport.etsy.com. Shopping my Etsy store helps support this channel and doing all this stuff. So I greatly appreciate everyone who has shopped with me. Many of you have, so that is always great. All right, we're going to turn the music down a bit here. All right, so lots going on. So the first thing I do want to talk about tonight is, so I don't know if the people at Joann's are watching this show, but they put out a news release specifically all about their dedication to Summerween, which is this whole phenomenon where retail stores are putting out Halloween stuff during the summer. Like, they started in July, guys. So this has been going on for months already. And Joann's is going to be leaning into the Summerween. They're going all in. So let's take a look at this. All right, here we go. Summerween at Joann is in full swing as customers shop earlier than ever for holiday products. So I was like, okay, Joann. I'm like, have you guys been watching this Sewing Report Live? Because we talked about this a few weeks ago. And I've also kind of poked fun at Joann's, like, Anna, like, they have way too many they have so many skeleton items. It's kind of baffling. So, Joann's is just, they're going all in. Iconic sewing, craft, and decor retailer has already sold out of several hot Halloween items. Oh yeah, fueled by social media trends, and is prepped for early winter holiday selling. Are they ever? It may not feel like it outside, but fall has arrived, and retailers like Joann are seeing customers shop earlier than ever for Halloween and fall decor and supplies. The nation's largest retailer of sewing and fabrics, with one of the largest craft assortments, is already selling out of some of its hottest items, as millions on social media have dubbed Summerween an official season. They're really trying to make this a thing, aren't they? Like, I don't know. I feel like they're trying too hard. I don't know. We've seen over the past couple of years that customers, particularly a younger demographic, are shopping for Halloween much earlier than in years past, said Rob Will, Chief Merchandising Officer at Joann. From huge outdoor skeletons to party favors to unique fabrics for costume making, we've created a one-stop scare shop. Wow. Okay, that's a little cringe. Yeah. And new decor collections are arriving in stores each week. Guys, how much do we really need of Halloween? Our buyers added more variety and volume, pulled up inventory to be available earlier than ever, and customers can't get enough. Do you think that's true? Can customers, are they like scrambling for Halloween? Some of our best-selling Halloween items from Joann include a collection of over 50 unique skeletons. It seems like there's way more than that. Such as an 8-foot animated skeleton, yes, that's the one we've been talking about, a 5-foot groundbreaker and 5-foot werewolf, tabletop decor, and spooky figural pillows, and of course fabrics for every costume or project imaginable. It is so exciting to see customers enjoy the process of finding new ways to celebrate the spooky season, and we loved surprising them with product earlier than ever this year, said Stan Rosenzweig, executive chairman of the board. We are keenly listening to customers across our communications channels, including stores and social media, and have worked to ensure that we are getting product to shelves when customers want to see it. Our new collections have been incredibly well received, and we are thrilled to offer such a wide variety of products. Whether customers are looking to dress up their front yards, create bespoke costumes for their children, or host a Halloween get-together. Team members will also get into the spirit during the month of October as they don their own handmade costume creations. Customers are encouraged to celebrate the creative holiday with Joann all month long and share their finished costumes, party settings, and homemade home decor vignettes using hashtag handmade with Joann. The trend also marks a large shift in consumer behavior that Joann will service for the winter holiday season. Based on consumer demand signals, the retailer plans to introduce its holiday assortment earlier than before, both in stores and online at Joann.com. The company has also announced a robust hiring event to add an estimated 5,000 team members to its store fleet for the season. Interim CEO Michael Prendergast commented, "We are ecstatic that customers have reacted I think there was a typo in here, so to our broad Halloween offering. As we look forward, we see this translate into early holiday demand opportunities as well. With those signals, we have moved up expanded holiday assortments and will offer consumers the opportunity to purchase earlier than ever. We are committed to servicing the needs of our loyal Joann customer base and hope these offerings help fulfill their crafting, sewing, and creative needs. We are very excited to add over 5,000 holiday employees to help support this initiative. All right, so Joann, they want to get holiday stuff out earlier than ever before. They say they're selling all this Halloween stuff. We'll see what the numbers say after, after this quarter is over. I don't know. Like they have a mind-boggling assortment of skeletons online, and I'm just like, I really want to know, how many skeletons do we need? It seems a little bit like overkill. I don't know. So that's what's going on with Joann's. They're going balls to the wall with Summerween. They think this is going to make them a lot of money. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. So things are going crazy over there for sure. Things are going crazy. I went into Joann's to pick up an order that I placed online. As soon as I walked into the store, I saw the giant skeletons. This does not encourage me to come into the store. Look, I'm keeping it 100. I'm not really into Halloween stuff myself, so that wouldn't really be a draw. I don't like scary stuff. I'm not into skeletons. I don't like haunted houses. I don't really celebrate Halloween. Again, I have no issues with Halloween. I'm just not that into Halloween stuff myself. So that's not really a draw for me either. I saw some outdoor Halloween decorations today on the way home. 3 large skeletons and ghosts in someone's front yard. It was out in the country, but weird to see in broad. I mean, people are really decorating, and I live in an HOA neighborhood, so there are like rules as to when we're allowed to put out holiday decorations. Like, we can't keep holiday decorations, out there all year long. So I don't know. Skeleton overkill. Yeah, I feel like they just have too many. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm just like, there's a lot going on there. And how, like, are they really selling that many skeletons? I'm genuinely curious. All right, I'm going to see if I can. All right. Okay, and there are so many freaking pop-ups too without this whole thing. Like, it's a little nuts. All right, we're going to see if we can find. We're gonna look up all the skeletons here. Okay, skeleton. All right. So if you go to the Joann site, they currently have 216 different skeleton products on the website. I mean, that is a lot. Okay, so here's the 5-foot tall skeleton. The 8-foot tall skeleton, that's the one we were looking at before. That is $200. It's on sale for $249.99. They've got this one that's like coming out of the ground. Like, how many like, this one's weird with the pumpkin head. They got the mermaid skeleton. They have a goat. Like, this is starting to look a little creepy to me. I don't know. Bagged mini skeletons. I mean, they're here. All right, here's the werewolf. Like, this is a lot, guys. This is a lot. The donkey skeleton. Do they need a skeleton of every single animal and creature? I mean, I don't know. All right, they've got a wiener dog skeleton, alien skeleton. I mean, this is skeleton using the toilet with a lap. Like, this is oddly specific. Like, all right, does anyone else not think this is a little strange? I mean, it's on sale I can see why it's on sale. All right, this is an 8-inch Halloween skeleton on toilet with a laptop. So it's a skeleton. It's wearing a top hat with a rose. It's sitting. I mean, the skeletons don't even need to use the bathroom. That's like the reality. Using a laptop, I mean, this is... Like, who thought of this? This is just a little too... This is just a little too specific for me. Like, I don't know. All right, here's a skeleton taking a bath. Okay. All right. The reviews are not great either. 7-inch Halloween skeleton taking a bath. Again, skeletons really don't need to... These are like those, you know, those toilet paper, the Charmin toilet paper ads where it's like bears using toilet paper in the woods. And it's ridiculous because bears don't use toilet paper. It's a little silly. I don't know. All right, here's another one. 8-inch Halloween skeleton reading with a dog. I don't even know what to say about this. So the skeleton is sitting in a chair with cobwebs on it. There's a skeleton dog, and then the skeleton is reading a book. So, I mean, I thought this was supposed to be like again, I thought Joann's was supposed to be a craft and fabric store. I don't know why they need 216 different skeleton products alone. And yet, I think they need to, maybe it's just me, I feel like they could work on other areas in the merchandising department besides just doing all the skeleton stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just very bizarre. Yeah. I'd rather have autumn out early. Okay. Yeah, it is very, I find these products to be a little weird. Maybe it's just me. Bathroom decor, I mean, not in my bathroom. I don't have any decorations in my bathroom, let me tell you that. Hi, there was a skeleton at the table with the pattern books. Are they just putting skeletons everywhere all over the store? Are they replacing the employees with skeletons? Is that what's going on? This is why I stopped shopping there. Okay, I mean, if you need skeletons, I suppose you can go to Joann's. You can also go to Spirit Halloween or any of the other bazillion places that sell Halloween decor. Yeah, I don't know. Just found a list of 2024 Halloween trends. No skeletons on the list. Are skeletons trendy? You're not going to see any skeleton stuff here. I can tell you that. It's not going to be here at the Stone Report. That's for sure. So that's the latest with Joann's. They're giving us that crappy happy value brand fabric or whatever it's called, and they're giving us 216 different skeleton products. So that's, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't even know what to say about that. I actually think, so Michaels is making more moves, and I actually think Michaels is doing things that make in my opinion, that make a little bit more sense than what Joann's is doing with all the skeletons. So let's take a look at what Michaels is doing, because I do think Joann's could take a page out of the Michaels playbook, because this actually, to me, makes a little bit more sense. So this press release is a little bit old, but the movie just came out, I believe, over the weekend. So it says, it's showtime. Michaels unveils exclusive Beetlejuice DIY projects and online classes, inspired by this fall's highly anticipated film. Okay, now this is a partnership that I think makes sense. I think this is kind of smart. So let's take a look at this. Create your own character costumes, iconic decor, and movie-themed party essentials with step-by-step instructions and supplies only at Michaels.com. Michaels, in partnership with Warner Brothers Discovery Global Consumer Products, unveiled a ghoulish collection of exclusive Beetlejuice projects and free online classes in celebration of the highly anticipated sequel releasing only in theaters and IMAX on September 6th nationwide. Fans can now visit Michaels.com to bring the film's iconic characters and eerie scenes to life or the afterlife, with 10 official projects featuring step-by-step instructions and convenient one-click shoppable supply lists, along with 2 free expert-led online classes. Now, this actually kind of works, I think. As the Halloween headquarters for Everything to Create Anything and the film's official DIY destination, Michaels is bringing fans a spooktacular array of DIY projects to celebrate the return of Beetlejuice. Recreate iconic memorabilia from the film, DIY your favorite character costumes, or be the ghost with the most, and make your own Beetlejuice-themed party essentials. With supplies lists starting at under $19 and 2 free expert-led virtual classes taking place September 26th and October 3rd, Michaels is everything you need to immerse yourself in mayhem and mischief without breaking the bank. So here are some of the costumes, and these, they look like the Beetlejuice movie. Creepy crawly costumes. Stand out this Halloween with easy-to-follow Beetlejuice costumes, whether you want to don Beetlejuice's legendary black and white suit, Lydia's unforgettable original red wedding dress, or quirky Bob the Shrinker's new uniform. Michaels has all of the fabrics, dyes, craft paints, and more to transform into the iconic characters you love. Now this is what I'm talking about. Cosplaying current pop culture stuff, like the Beetlejuice movie. This works, it's Halloween themed. I imagine there will be people that will want to do Beetlejuice Halloween costumes. I think the movie was well timed to come out, and I think this partnership kind of makes sense. Hey, you want to cosplay your favorite Beetlejuice movie look? We've got all the supplies. We're going to show you how. Here's all the stuff you need to buy it. You can buy it from Michaels, and you can look like the Beetlejuice movie. This makes sense to me. They've got Halloween decor with the movie theme. This Halloween, give your home a supernatural makeover by DIYing iconic decor and memorabilia from fan favorite film moments. See, Joann's needs to be doing stuff like this. Make your own handbook for the recently deceased, illuminated Beetlejuice sign. Okay, I guess that's in another language. And Beetlejuice tombstone to bring a touch of the afterlife to your space. They've got, you can do a Beetlejuice themed party, which people might do. Now look, am I a Beetlejuice fan? Not really. I remember seeing the movie when I was a kid, and it kind of creeped me out. I don't really like the Beetlejuice movie, if I'm being honest, but a lot of people do. And there's a lot of people like me who are in our 40s and 50s who have nostalgia about this particular film. They're excited about the sequel, and maybe they want to do a party. So I think this makes a little bit more sense to partner up with something that's currently popular in pop culture, movies, TV shows, something like that, characters, and do something like this. I think this is kind of smart on the part of Michaels. I don't know. What do you think? Host a Beetlejuice themed party. Exactly. Halloween is coming up. This makes sense. With Halloween party and baking essentials from Michaels. Michaels offers everything you need to impress your guests, from DIY decor and baking supplies to balloons and favors. Create a green and black balloon arch. Set up a striped backdrop. Yeah, the stripes are the whole thing with Beetlejuice. And whip up sandworm-themed treats to ensure your celebration is both festive and frightful. I think this is kind of a cool idea. So you can sign up for the classes. Let's take a look at some of the classes. They got the projects. I actually think this is, this kind of makes sense. Am I going to see the Beetles, these are the types of partnerships that retailers and stores should be doing. Team up with stuff like this, this property. All right, let's take a look at some of the online classes here. They got some singer classes. They got amigurumi. Okay, got Halloween scrunchies. I'm looking for the Beetle. See, they have some Halloween type stuff you can do. I think this is kind of making sense. Okay, so here's a Beetlejuice Punch needle pillow. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can filter out and just look at the Beetlejuice stuff. Let's see here. All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna take this off for a second so I can try to figure this out. This, to me, I think this kind of makes sense. I don't know what you think, but I think if you're going to do something like this, why not, All right, let's see if we can find... And I'm trying to find some classes here. There we go. All right, online. All right, let's do online classes here. All right, online. All right, looking for the Beetlejuice stuff here. All right, let's do new classes, new arrivals. I feel like it would probably be, I feel like that would be a good bet here. Let's see here. Okay. So here are the online classes. So there was one Beetlejuice online class to make punch. Okay, actually some of these classes look sort of cool. The chunky hand knit pillow. That actually looks kind of interesting. I would maybe do that. I sort of like that chunky yarn. I'm kind of curious to try to do something with it. I think it looks cool. All right, where's the Beetlejuice stuff? Okay, so here we go. We got the you can make a Beetlejuice pumpkin. See, that works. Like, it's, hey, here's something from a movie, and you can get something fun from the movie. You can make it yourself. Here's the supplies. I mean, that seems like low-hanging fruit to me that they can do. So you got the Beetlejuice pumpkins. Okay, boho hat. I don't know if that's from Beetlejuice. All right, you got the Beetlejuice punch needle pillow. You can buy stuff like that. I mean, I actually think some of these online classes look sort of cool. So I think this is kind of smart. I'm sort of interested in that, that knit pillow class look kind of interesting. Like, I don't know if it's like arm knitting or something. Yeah, Halloween scrunchies. Like, they have a lot of cool... All right, this chunky hand knit pillow looks sort of interesting. In this class, you will learn to create a soft knit pillow using only your hands. That's sort of cool. And a skein of chunky yarn. Like, that actually looks sort of interesting. So you just need Bernat blanket big yarn and then some polyester fiber fill. Sort of cool. And hey, here, add 2 items to cart and buy it so that you can be ready for the class. Like, this is smart. Like, hey, there's free online classes. It's over Zoom. Yeah, this is free. All you have to do is buy some supplies. And that's like it. Like that makes sense. All right, got some yarn. You got different, this yarn does look sort of cool. I'm not going to lie. You've got all different colors here. Has anyone used this Bernat big blanket yarn? Because this looks sort of neat. I don't know. It just looks cool to me. So I think this makes sense. In doing classes, they host free online classes. I mean, it's not rocket science, people. Do free classes, free tutorials, sell the supplies. I mean, Joann's could be doing more of the same thing instead of just selling 8-foot animatronic skeletons. I don't know. So I think this Michaels partnership is a good idea with the Beetlejuice movie. I've seen a lot of people talking about the Beetlejuice movie. I'm personally not going to see it, although it'll probably come out. I have an HBO Max subscription, and since it's a Warner Brothers movie, I imagine it will be available at some point on the Max streaming service. But I'm probably not going to watch the movie myself just because I'm like, yeah, just because it's just not something I personally am into. I'm not really into like Halloween movies or TV shows or anything. But I think that partnership is smart. Team up with something that people are like into. Like, for instance, like Squid Game, popular Korean show on Netflix. They could, there could be partnerships with that, stuff like that. So look at stuff that's actually popular and try to tap into trends. It's called like trend jacking. It's not, you don't have to be a genius to think about that stuff. So I don't know. So I think that partnership is cool. I think Joann's could be doing more stuff like that instead of just selling random home decor. I don't know. What does everybody think? What do we think here? Okay. Next up, I do want to kind of show you guys this new Juki sewing machine. It's kind of neat looking. It's a little bit retro, and I like the way it looks. So I actually think it's kind of a neat looking sewing machine. I'm probably not going to buy it because I already have my Juki DDL 8700, but this is sort of like a semi-industrial machine, and it looks sort of nifty. So it's the Juki TL 18 QVP COL Collector's Edition, and it reminds me of like an Airstream. So I guess this is kind of a limited edition machine. I think this is straight stitch only, so it's, yeah. I'm having trouble, for some reason I can't click on the pictures. It won't let me do it. So it says, introducing the new exclusive TL18 QVP COL Collector's Edition, crafted for the true connoisseurs of sewing, available in limited quantities, featuring a stunning platinum color finish. Now this is cool. Like, again, it has like that sleek, like stainless steel kind of vibe. I don't know, kind of looks like it could be out of the 50s. I don't know, I think this looks sort of cool. This elite machine takes the renowned performance of the Juki TL series to extraordinary new heights. As a single needle lock stitch portable sewing machine, it's constructed from premium aluminum die casting, ensuring unparalleled durability and industrial quality sewing with every stitch. Inspired by the precision of Juki's industrial machines, this TL18 QVP COL Collector's Edition is equipped with distinctive float foot function, perfectly engineered for tackling multiple layers and thick seams, ideal for haute couture fashion, bespoke handbag creation, and meticulous piecing. This looks like a really good, like, basic machine workhorse for quilting or for clothing or for pretty much a lot of different things. Definitely looks good for bags. For those who demand perfect seams, it features a custom mounting base for attaching gauges and binders. If you're eager to dive into free motion quilting, simply drop the feed dogs and unleash your creativity. With this machine, the possibilities are truly endless. Engineered to exceed expectations, it includes exclusive features like an upgraded needle plate, now available with inch measurements for even greater precision, a presser foot lifter, automatic thread trimming, and precision speed control. Enhance your sewing experience with additional accessories such as a knee lift lever and extension table designed to offer unparalleled control and a flawless sewing experience. So this machine is more than just a tool, it's a statement piece for your creative space. I actually think this looks, I don't know, I don't need this, but I think it looks like a cool machine. Each one comes with a certificate of authenticity upon registration, marking your machine as a true collector's item. As an exclusive bonus, the first 500 customers will receive a premium laser attachment for next level precision in your projects. So, as for the price, the suggested retail price is $2,999, so a little under $3,000. But I happen to see sewing machine dealers are selling this for a lot less than that. So I noticed, yeah, this is a straight stitch only machine, but it does look very nice. I think the quality, and I have a Juki straight stitch, it's a great machine. So it looks like this World Widener sewing machine dealership, they're selling it for $1,899. So even though the suggested price is about $3,000, it looks like I'm seeing retailers selling it for about $1,900, so that's quite a bit less. It actually looks like a pretty neat machine. So here it is up close. Again, I like the finish. I like that it's not just your standard white. I think this looks, it's a very sexy looking machine. So this is like a pre-order. It looks like it's gonna actually launch in late September. It's got some nice features. I don't think this price is crazy either. Okay, oh, and here's some nice photos. Okay, so yeah, it's got cast aluminum housing. That looks pretty nice. Removable plastic lower housing for access. All right, got a brushless DC motor. I like how they show the inside of the machine. I mean, it looks like it's pretty good quality. Electronics mounted in plastic housing. Or it's got a float. What's the float function? Okay, so it says, now equipped with the same mechanism as Juki Industrial for preventing uneven sewing in quilts and velvet, as well as stretched stitches on knit fabrics. The presser foot floats 0 to 2 millimeters above the material, making it useful for sewing over, okay, thick seams, okay. And it's got an attachment mounting plate. LED sewing light, brightness adjustment, maximum speed, sewing control, drop feed, automatic needle threader, automatic thread trimmer. That's nice. Sub tension unit, knee lift lever, foot controller with thread. Oh, so you can trim the thread from the foot pedal. That's cool. Presser foot pressure adjustment. Okay, there we go. Needle up. Oh, it's got needle up down control. That's quite nice. Mine does not have that. So here are some of the specs for the machine. Wow, this comes with a lot of accessories too. Look at all this stuff. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It comes with 8 presser feet. I mean, that's nice. So here is more of the specs. And again, everything I'm talking about is linked in the description box. If you want to check out this machine more on your own, I've linked to it down below. Oh, you can also get other accessories like an automatic buttonhole maker, free motion sewing table. Like, oh, you can buy a double fold bias binder. That's pretty sweet. I mean, this looks like a really nice basic sewing machine. Yeah, those are some nice features. Like, what does everybody think about this? I think it looks cool. I like that it's not just white. I like that platinum finish is really nice looking. I think this looks cool. It looks like a sewing machine that you might have seen in the 50s or the 60s. I think it looks cool. I don't think the price is crazy. Yeah, I don't think it's crazy. But, I mean, I think that's pretty, like a pretty nice, yeah, I think that's a pretty nice looking machine. If you don't, Juki does have very nice industrial and then semi-industrial machines for home use. I think the quality is nice. I've had mine for a few years. I've had 0 issues with it. I've never had it serviced. It just works. Like, I don't even think I've replaced the oil in it. I still have the same oil, which is kind of nuts. So I think it looks like a very nice looking, yeah, I think it looks like a nice looking machine. And, I don't think the price is insane. They have, and one thing I do like about the Jukis is that Juki has machines at all different prices. So they have they have a machine that will fit a lot of different budgets, which I think is a good thing for sewing machine manufacturers, that they are catering to different types of customers. But I think the quality is solid on the Jukis. So my own experience with Juki has been very positive. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I purchased everything myself. And I just think it's a very nice, yeah, I think they're good. I think they're just good machines. They work. They're because mine is not computerized, it'll be easy to fix and repair. It's simple. You can buy the parts different places. I think one challenge, though, is that I think as time goes on, it does seem like there is going to be a shortage of people who do sewing machine repairs. So that does seem like it's going to be an issue. Most of the people I've seen who do sewing machine repairs are like middle-aged or older. So I do think there is going to be a real need for people who know how to repair machines, computerized, industrial, semi-industrial. I do think that's going to be kind of a problem. Good question. Would you rather have this machine or your current machine if you had a chance to get it? So I actually like my machine, and my machine was actually a lot less expensive than this particular machine. I think it depends on your needs. The one I just showed you guys does have more features than mine, and it's a bit more portable. So if you do need something that's more portable, that might be a better option for you. I've heard great things about that whole TL series, and there has so many attachments and different accessories you can buy. The downside with my machine, the DDL 8700, it's very large. It takes up a lot of space, and I know not everyone has the room for an industrial sewing machine. I really like my machine though, so I don't have any regrets about purchasing it. I can't really say for sure though, because I've never owned a TL series machine, so I might be missing out. So it's kind of hard to say, and that's why I personally don't like to give sewing machine recommendations, because I have not tried every machine under the sun, not even close to it. So I would say if you can get yourself to like a Juki dealership or know someone who owns a Juki machine, maybe see if you can try it out. Like, I might try that new machine and like it better than the one I have. I don't know. But I don't regret purchasing mine because I paid like about $900 for mine. It came with a table. The guy threw in like an overhead light, and he delivered it. It was all put together, so that was pretty cool. So I do think the industrials, they are like great value for the money, but they're big and they take up a lot of space, and it's going to be hard to move it around. So I think that's I think that's kind of a downside. All right, Denise is here. Denise, spicy hot take from Denise. I hate my Juki TL18. Oh, good to know. Randomly double loops on the bottom and breaks. No one else can recreate, and I've tried different threads and needles. Must be me, bought it to do free motion quilting. Okay, good to know. I just don't see the need for latest and greatest with like a small sturdy machine. And Juki does sell smaller computerized basic machines. I've seen them for like $200 to $300. You could try one of those out. Pretty much every brand sells machines kind of like entry level prices, $200 to $300. And I don't think there's like, you probably can't go wrong with a lot of them. Look at reviews, look to see if someone else has the same machine. I've done a series on the Brother CS7000i. It's now discontinued, but it's fairly similar to a lot of the other Brother machines. So, you might as well give it a whirl. Read reviews, do some research, and give it a shot. You know what I'm saying here? So, all right, I'm going to take a quick break for some water. But yeah, I'm a fan. I do really personally like my Juki a lot. I have the DDL 8700. I bought it from somebody locally here. And, I've personally not had any issues with it. I think it's a great machine for me. I like it. But, again, I do want to reiterate and stress that I do not make machine recommendations because everyone's different. So, while I like that machine, it might not be for you. It's a very personal decision, so I really shy away from telling people to buy specific machines or not buy a machine, just because what works for me might not work for you and vice versa. I think it's too difficult to say, like, you need to buy this or you need to buy this. Plus, we might be doing different types of projects, so I just really don't like doing that. So I think it really depends on you, but I try to equip you with information that you can use in your own research, but I really am not comfortable with making specific buy or not buy recommendations. So I'll say my honest opinion, but I would also say I think I would not recommend you just rely on somebody else for your recommendations. Put in the work, do your homework, figure out what you actually need, and try to make an informed decision. So that's what I have to say about that. I don't know. All right. It has been a while since we've done this, but we got it. I got a lot to say about this particular topic. So guys, are y'all ready for... So, I've gotten back into the K-drama zone. And there's a few shows that I just want to quickly run down. If you're not familiar, I'm a big fan of Korean television and entertainment in general. I think it's much better than anything that we're doing out of Hollywood or the American Western entertainment industry. I'm a big fan. So, there's a couple shows that I just want to recommend, and I do want to reiterate. So, my husband just got home. All right, so he may be doing some stuff in the background here. All right, so first one we'll get to I kind of got off the bandwagon for a while. I don't know why. So, all right. Actually, we'll start off with a different one. All right. All right. I started watching this show like months ago, and I'm going to be real, I'm dropping this one. I'm not finishing it. It's not great. I don't know how it has a 9.0 on Viki. Oh, and by the way, I have linked these shows down below in the description box. Most of them are on this streaming platform called Viki. It's an Asian streaming site. There are some free shows on Viki, but the amount of ads on the platform it'll just drive you crazy. So if you do want to watch anything on this platform, even the free shows, you're going to drive yourself insane if you don't pay for this to be ad-free. So I'm just going to put that out there. So I started watching this show called Wedding Impossible. I thought the premise was cool. I thought the premise was very interesting. The show sucks. Like, this show is... I don't know what happened. It started off decently, and I thought it had some promise. But it's unwatchable. I'm not going to finish it. I got to episode like 6 or 7, and this is a no-go. So this is not happening. I'm dropping this one. I don't normally do this, but I was trying to figure out whether this would be worth my while, and I skipped ahead to the very last episode and just to see how the show ended. The ending, I'm not gonna lie, it looks really bad. The ending is like, I was like, wow, that's kind of a, yeah, definitely the ending looks terrible. So I was like, I just don't think this is gonna be worth sitting through another 6, I think it's 12 episodes. I was like, I just don't think this is gonna be worth sitting through 6 more episodes of this crap. It's just not. I would give this show a 5. From what I saw, I would not give it a 9. I don't know how this got a 9 rating. I would give this maybe a 5 or a 6. The premise I thought this was going to be sort of like a I thought this was going to be more of like a zany, fun show. It's not really fun. It's not wacky. It's not zany. It had some moments where I was like, okay, this looks like it's going to be a fun show. It's just not. So, the main male actor, I think that guy kind of carries the show. He's really the only, I thought his acting was pretty good in it. And that's pretty much the only thing that makes it somewhat tolerable, but the rest of it is terrible. It's one of those fake marriage type shows where it's a closeted gay guy who wants to, I don't know why he's hiding, but he wants to get married to fool his family. I don't know why. His character, I felt like the guy who plays the gay man on the show, I felt like they did him dirty because I saw him in another show and he was great. But I felt like they didn't give him a lot to work with the script. And this show is just not, the show is not good. I thought it could have been so much better. I thought the premise was great, but the actual execution, the writing is just really bad. The ending looks freaking terrible. So I'm not gonna, this is going off the list. This is just not a good show. I'm just gonna say this. So yeah, I would give this, I'm dropping it. I don't think I'm gonna go back to it. I actually tried to give it another go the other night and I just couldn't do it. It was just really, it's just terrible. So I do not recommend this show. And that's the thing with the K-dramas is that sometimes the way it's advertised is not what you get. It's very misleading. I thought this was going to be like a funny show with lots of wacky hijinks. This is not it. Disappointing because the male actor, I really thought he, I really thought he kind of made the most of it. And he did good with the material he was given. I actually think he's the most talented one from the series. His name is, let me find his name. His name is Moon Sang-min. Moon Sang-min. And actually, he is in another show that I'm interested in watching. So we're going to get to that. So, and Sarah, I'm glad you brought this one up because we're going to be talking about this one. Okay, so Sarah says, I read the Perfect Marriage Revenge webtoon comic before I found out about the drama. I enjoyed the drama, but I liked the comic more. So Sarah, I watched the show this week. I watched it. I finished it. And I thought, now I have not, so a webtoon is sort of like a comic book in Korea, from what I understand. So this show, all right, so I watched and finished Perfect Marriage Revenge. I would give this one, I think I gave this one like a 7.5, something like that. So this is based on a webtoon. I thought this was such an easier watch for me to get through. This show, so the premise, this is another one of those shows where the main character dies and somehow goes back in time magically and gets to like relive their life. So they sort of get like a redo. So I actually really enjoyed this show. Again, the reason I don't give it like a 9 or a 10, I thought it was good. It was a solid show, very watchable. I thought the pacing was good. I still think it was one of those shows where I watched it though, and I kept thinking of ways where it could have been better. I do think they could have made this show better. I thought the script was decent, the writing, the plot lines, but I do think there was some room for improvement. So that's why I would only give it a 7.5. So the whole premise of this show, Perfect, a Marriage Revenge. So the premise is this woman, she's adopted into a wealthy, conglomerate family, but they treat her horribly. It's very like Cinderella, like they treat her like garbage. So her family sucks. Her whole family is terrible. And she ends up getting into like a car crash, goes into the hospital, and then her adoptive mother, I'm not really spoiling much because it's sort of in like the whole premise. Her adoptive mother like kind of kills her, I think. Oh, also her family frames her for art forgery. She's a painter. Her family frames her for a crime she really didn't do. Her adoptive mother hates her, which I'm like, okay. So she ends up dying at the beginning of the show. Also, she's married. She's been married for like a few months in this show. She finds out her husband doesn't love her and he's in love with her sister, like her adopted sister. So she finds out her family is framing her for an art forgery crime. They hate her. Her husband is in love with her sister and they want her dead, which is, not great. So she ends up dying, and then she wakes up and it's a year prior. So like the show, I think this show came out in like 2023. So she dies in like July of 2023 and wakes up in July of 2022. And it's right before she's going to get married to the guy who doesn't love her. So she decides to like get revenge on her family and not marry her husband that doesn't love her, which it's very similar to the show on Amazon Prime Video called Marry My Husband. So if you liked Marry My Husband, this show would be for you. I actually really enjoyed this. Again, it wasn't the best show I've ever seen. I thought it could have been better, but it was very watchable. I got through it quickly. It didn't drag on. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, this, it was nothing like Wedding Impossible. It also stars another actor that's in a lot of dramas named Sung-hoon. So Sung-hoon, he kind of plays the same character, the same type of character in every single show. It works for him. He's kind of funny. I enjoy him as an actor. I think he's good at what he does. He usually plays like he always plays either an arrogant CEO or an arrogant celebrity. He always plays like the rich arrogant, wealthy celebrity or CEO. So that's sort of his like typecast, but it works for him. So Sung-hoon is the the male lead. So the whole thing is that, so this woman decides when she goes back in time, she decides to ditch the other guy that doesn't love her, and she propositions Sung-hoon's character, so his character is like, he's the son of an even more powerful, wealthy conglomerate family. But in the first timeline, her sister wants to marry him. So she, as part of her revenge, she wants to steal this guy from her sister. And for some odd reason, he agrees to marry her, even though, they don't really know each other, or so she thinks. There's a lot more. I like this one because there's a lot of like palace intrigue, deceit, family secrets. It's got a lot going on for it. And I actually thought this show was, it was a good show. So I thought this was a solid one. If you're a Sung-hoon fan, you will definitely appreciate this. I've never heard of this actress before, but I thought she was good. So I really enjoyed this one. It's only 12 episodes. I thought this was a good show. I liked the characters. And there was drama, but it wasn't like too much over the top drama. So it was very watchable. So I thought this one was a pretty good, I thought that one was a solid show. Again, I would give it like a 7.5. Maybe an 8, but I do think there are some, like if I was on the producing team or working as a writer on this show, I think there are some things that the production team could have done better to make the show, like to really kind of improve the quality of the show. More in terms of the storyline than anything else. So I did enjoy it though. I thought it was a really good watch. It goes fast. You're not like, oh my gosh, this, it was not like Wedding Impossible, man. I just couldn't do it. So that I thought was a good show. All right. So there's a couple other shows. Oh yeah. All right. All right, so there's another one. So this is what I'm interested in, but I'm going to wait until this one. This one's currently airing. So this one's going to be 10 episodes, and I'm going to wait until it's finished so that I'm not waiting for the episodes. This one actually looks pretty cool. All right, so it stars the guy from Wedding Impossible, Moon Sang-min, who I actually thought really kind of saved. I thought that guy was like the best part of Wedding Impossible. The rest of it I could take it or leave it. So I've never really heard of this actress before, Shin Hyun-bin before. All right, so this one looks funny. I hope it's zany. I hope it's fun. I'm going to wait until it's done airing. It's only going to be 10 episodes, so it's not going to be super long. I think this one, I think this might be based on a webtoon. I'm not. Okay, yeah, it's based on a webtoon. Okay. So this one looks really fun. All right, so it's about a woman who has worked hard her whole life after raising her younger brother alone. She is now a marketing manager at a credit card company. Her life takes a dramatic turn when she discovers that her boyfriend is the heir to the family that owns the company. So another, regular gal, CEO dude. Upon learning of their relationship, his mother offers her money to break up with him, and she accepts. So we've all seen that whole trope before where it's like, the well-off family is like, you're not good enough for my son or daughter, so we'll pay you off to go away. And normally in these situations, the poor person is like, no, I have integrity and I'm not going to give them up for money. This chick's like, yeah, I'll take the money and break up with your son. So this one actually looks really fun. So it's called Cinderella at 2 a.m. So in this, the sort of the funny part about this plot line is that she takes the money, but then the guy wants to win her back. So he doesn't want to break up with her, but she just wants to take the money and, peace out. So this one actually looks pretty fun. So it's about them trying to see if they're gonna like break up or not. So this one looks fun. It's called Cinderella at 2 a.m. And I think this one looks kind of interesting because it really kind of turns the whole usual plot line of the poor person wanting to be with the rich person and doesn't want to take the money. This gal's like, I will absolutely take the money and disappear. And it's the rich guy that's like, no, don't go away. So I think this one looks like a lot of fun. It says it's a romantic comedy. I really hope there's a lot of comedy and less drama. So that one looks like, this one looks really good to me. So I'm excited about Cinderella at 2 a.m. I think it looks like a really fun watch. It's not super long. So I'm looking forward to that one. Another one that I've got my eye on is on Amazon Prime Video. And this one is called No Gain, No Love. And it stars Shin Mina, who's very popular, and this other guy, I think Kim Young-dae. So this guy, the guy in this show was the lead in this other show called Shooting Stars. Shin Mina, she's like super well known. So this one is another like fake marriage contract show. And it's about this woman who's like a career chick, but she's not, I guess the premise is that she's not going to get promoted unless she gets married. So she has to find like a random dude to marry so that she can get a promotion at work. And she ends up getting her groom. He works part-time at a convenience store. And I guess this guy has something to gain from getting married as well. So I guess that's why it's called No Gain, No Love. So this one looks fun. This is another one though where I'm going to wait until it's finished airing to watch it. Because I think it's going to be like 12 episodes and only 5 are available. So this one looks kind of funny. And it's also like, you know, I think the actress that plays her is about 40 and the guy is like 24 or 28 or something. So we're starting to get a lot of shows with like a much younger male love interest, which is kind of interesting too. So this one looks interesting. This is on Amazon Prime Video, No Gain, No Love. And yeah, I think it looks funny that it's like this career chick and she's going to marry a guy who works at a convenience store. So that looks kind of fun. I'm curious to see where that one goes. All right, and there's one more we're going to talk about. Let's look at, Marry My Husband was a good show. If you liked Marry My Husband, you would absolutely like Perfect Marriage Revenge on Viki. Again, link is in the description box. You would definitely really enjoy that. Cinderella looks really cute, but will there be a ghost? Well, yeah, who knows? Maybe there's going to be, who knows? Oh, wait, I can go to Joann's for that. Yes, right? Exactly. Okay. This last K-drama I want to share with you, I just want to preface this. I am really excited about this one. I think this show is a total hit. I'm a fan. I'm about halfway through. So far, it is excellent. I hope it does not disappoint me. It's another show on Viki, and this one's called Good Job. And now when you first see it, you're like, what the heck is this? So, this show, so it has a 9.3 rating on Viki. I think it deserves the 9.3. I do. This show is really fun to watch. It's from 2022. It is 12 episodes. And it's starring this actor I've seen in a few other shows called, his name is Jung Il-woo. He was in the show Cinderella in the Four Knights, and his character was good. The lead actress, her name is Kwon Yuri, and apparently they were in a historical drama together. So people were very excited about them in this show because they were kind of like reunited. So this really is it's like a rom-com crime and mystery. This show has zany hijinks like you would not believe, and that's what makes it a lot of fun. Okay, so All right, so the guy is the head of the lucrative Yunkang business group empire. To the rest of the world, he's just another businessman who inherited his company from a super rich family. But in secret, he is a master of disguise, possesses incredible powers of deduction, and boasts, I don't know, I think this is supposed to be boasts unparalleled athletic prowess. He can also change his personality at the flip of the switch, going from being an aloof and cold man to a tender-hearted nice guy. He puts all this to good use by running a detective agency. Yes, you heard that right, detective agency, where he uses his various skills to solve crimes and thwart intrigue. Things change when he meets the poor but altruistic Dansera, a young woman who has incredible vision. She wants to keep her gift a secret, so she wears thick glasses. She has taken on a lot of minor jobs to help support the people she cares for, but when she meets Yoon Sunwoo, the duo begins solving crimes together. But when Cupid turns up on the scene, what will become of their budding partnership? Okay, this one's a hit. This show is fantastic. I would say, yeah, this show is great. So it's one of those shows, I would compare it to another K-drama called From Now on Showtime. It's a fun show. It's very, like, I would say it's like kind of Ocean's 11-y in vibe. But the characters are good. They have great chemistry. I think they have kind of an ensemble cast, and all of them are really talented. So you got the guy who's like this. So by day, he's like a CEO type. So picture of Jeff Bezos from Amazon in his spare time was running like a detective agency, like for real. That's what this guy does. So he's sort of like a Bruce Wayne type. He's like a billionaire type. So he's a businessman. He also is like a bat cave where he has all of his like crime solving stuff. He's got all this high tech equipment. He has his lawyer friend who's like the sidekick, who helps him out. They drive a van, like they drive like an old van around. I'm not joking. And he's trying to find, like, his mother was murdered, I believe. And there's like a necklace, like there was like this fancy necklace that's part of the whole crime. So he is solving crime, but he's also trying to solve like this like 20-year-old family mystery about what happened to his mother. So he's on the hunt for this like expensive heirloom necklace. And he gets, so he sort of, his paths cross with the girl in this drama. And she's an orphan. And she has all of these different jobs to try to like support her other orphan brothers and sisters. But she literally has like superhuman vision. So she can see things like super far away. And it ends up really being a really good, helpful, useful gift because she's able to like catch a lot of stuff other people can't. So they kind of cross paths. She also does like food delivery. She does a bunch of other things. She works at a casino where she like catches people cheating and stuff. But this is a really fun show. They're always wearing like these funny disguises and they're like pretending to be other people. Really fun show. I thought this, I kind of stumbled upon this one, but it's excellent. I would definitely give this at least a 9 so far. It's fun to watch. It's like, I don't know. It's just got a lot of like, it's got a lot of comedy in it. It's kind of light on the romance, which I'm actually pretty okay with. It's more about like fun. It's more like a, I would say it's like more mystery comedy. So if that's more your thing, you would really enjoy the show. It's called Good Job. It's only 12 episodes. I'm on like episode 7. The acting is good. It's got a lot of funny, zany moments, and the comedy is good. So that is the show Good Job. So that's K-Drama Corner. So yeah, we're catching up a little bit. All right, I gotta cough real quick. Yeah, Sarah, I gotta ask. It sounds, if you have a Viki subscription, you would really enjoy Good Job. I think it's probably one of the more fun shows I've seen in a while. it also kind of reminds me of like other shows. I don't know if you guys have seen the show Chuck, the NBC show, where they always like going on different missions and like, you know, having to pretend to be other people, but it had a lot of those elements in it. And I think the show is really good. So that one I would recommend. Again, it's very easy viewing. There's nothing too like heavy about it or like, you know, it's not very it doesn't have a lot of those soap opera elements. So it's just a fun show to watch. Good acting. And I just thought, I think that one's very underrated. I haven't seen very many people talking about that show, but that one was excellent. So if you have a Vicky's, by the way, if you don't have a Vicky's subscription, you want to check some of these out. Highly recommend it. Yeah. If you like Chuck, this had a lot of those same types of like, hey, let's get the gang together. We're going to solve crime and we're going to like dress up. There's funny music and there's a lot of like, you know, those like hijinks, comedic moments. So that one was really good. And I've seen that the main actor in like a bunch of other stuff, and he's a good actor. And I've never seen the woman before, but she's good. I don't know. I think she was in like a girl. She was in like a girl band. I think she was in like Girls' Generation or something. Let me look it up. So she was part of a K-pop group back in the day. Okay, yeah, she was in Girls' Generation. That was the girl group with like 18 people in it or something. So yeah, she was part. So a lot of the women from Girls' Generation have gone on to be actresses, and they're good. So yeah, if you like Chuck, I think you would really enjoy Good Job. And you can get into it. It's one of those shows where you get into it right away and you can't stop watching. So I think that was really fun. They've got fun music. The disguises in the show are like hilarious. Like the show is really funny, and I'm definitely enjoying it. So that is K-Drama Corner. A lot to talk about, a lot of shows. I'm trying to get into it. I do not recommend Wedding Impossible. That show is, I'm not gonna be going back to it. I don't really think I'm gonna finish it. So that one is a no-go. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up pretty soon. It's gonna be kind of a shorter show. Again, check out our sponsor, the Sewing Report Etsy shop, sewingreport.etsy.com, where you can find fabric and sewing supplies. I hope everyone is gonna have a great week ahead. I'm working on a video for the main channel that I'm editing now. But yeah, leave a comment, leave a chat. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys again on Sunday. Hopefully I'll have a wrap up of Good Job, because I'm hopefully going to finish it soon. Maybe get into something else. But I hope everyone's having a good one. And again, I'm Jen with Sewing Report Live. And yeah, we'll see you guys again Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to talk about the latest happening in the sewing and crafting world. And yeah, have a good one. Hope everyone has a good one. I'm going to eat some dinner and sign off for the evening. All right, catch you guys later.